Hey, how's it going everyone? Today we are back with another Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 story video, and today we're going to be jumping back into the end path as a part of Sasuke's side, and it's going to be to the battlefield. Now, I really like this part and the last part, if you guys saw it, because it's where the Hokage were reanimated, and that's one of my favorite parts of the war arc, just because it's nice seeing the old generation interact with the new one. And today we're going to be taking on the Edo Hokage. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into it.
Now that's a sight for sore eyes.
I think it's like funny that Karin like just pulled up out of nowhere, to be honest.
It was you, Sasuke!
Karin.
I thought I sensed your chakra, so I busted out of jail to come and check. How dare you betray me like that? Why, Sasuke?
Once he took you hostage, you became a burden.
I'm never gonna forgive you for what you've done!
Sorry.
You think sorry is gonna cut it after everything you've put me through?
She's such a big simp for Sasuke. She's worse than Sakura. Real talk.
I see you're as weak as always when it comes to Sasuke, Karin.
Judging from the color of her hair, she must be from the Uzumaki clan. Sure brings back memories. My wife was from that same clan.
Much as I enjoy hearing my brother reminiscing, save it for later.
Yes, you're right. We must get to the battlefield as soon as possible.
No, there's something we need to do first. I mean, if you're going to get under our feet, you should just...
Dang, major shots from Tobirama. But I mean, it makes sense. But obviously this didn't happen in the main story. It would have been cool to see them fight that Hokage, but they didn't have time to just sit down and take a break, obviously.
But the others...
Then why don't you put them to the test?
I intend
I feel like
to.
it would have been cool to see this in the story.
Very well. I'm in too. It will do me good to move my limbs a bit before the battle. Sarutobi, join us. Let's all fight together. It's been too long.
Understood.
Then it's decided. Sasuke, Jugo, and Suigetsu.
I like how Minato, like during this whole sequence, honestly, like even when they're in the shrine, he's just like to the side, like I don't know what's going on here, man.
Karin's a healer. You men are the combat specialists, aren't you? And where is this test to take place? Surely not here.
Don't be ridiculous. We'll go to the place Hashirama and I used to use for training.
That's cool though, like we didn't know where they actually trained themselves, so like that wasn't in the main story. I think it's things like that that are
Yes. We
cool in the
shouldn't be
Storm
disturbed
series.
here. Good.
So, the three of us have decided to test your strength as fighters. If you fail to impress us...
Save the explanations. Let's just do this.
Hey, stop taunting them.
Suits me. We don't have much time. Oh, impressive. He's covering himself perfectly. This should be fun.
Here we go. Edo Hokage. Now obviously even at this point, like Sasuke is no match for Hashirama. It still would have been nice to see this like as like a playful kind of battle, but like even KCM2 Sage Naruto was just barely reaching the levels of Hashi at this point. But a reason I also like this fight is because it also has a lot of parallels to Madara. Like this is the reincarnation of Indra versus the past reincarnation of Ashura. At the same time, Naruto was fighting Madara, so it was very interesting in that regard. Suigetsu is right, like that's how I'm like looking at things, like how are we not dead? I mean, like I said, he's holding back of course, but This is definitely where he pulls it out, and okay, he didn't need to go this hard, man. That's scary. I honestly wonder how Naruto would have handled this. I feel like, yes, he would have definitely had like an easier time, especially with the Nine Tails, man. Like, and although we're not using Susanoo here, it would be interesting to see like if he would have handled it the same way Madara would have. This though, like, okay, like this is a little much. This is a little much, Hashirama. This is a little much.
Right here.
What are you playing around for?
Can you imagine like Soigetsu versus Tobirama here though? I think that's funny. I honestly wish we could have saw Kisame versus Tobirama sometimes. But I think this is funny.
Won't be able to hold on forever. Come on. Got it.
Not bad.
That's very similar to like what happened with Madara when he was using his Susanoo.
What will it be?
Even Hashirama, I feel like is getting flashbacks a little bit, man, to Madara. There we go. That was a very fun battle, man.
Yes, that will do.
So, how do we do?
I imagine Madara will be surprised to see such powerful ninja arrive.
In other words?
I suppose this means you passed.
Yes. I admit that you're stronger than I imagined.
Whoa.
Now then,
Even Suigetsu
the other
surprised.
group is waiting. Back to the village.
Aha! Sasuke!
Bruh, she's such a simp. It's so
Sorry to keep
cringy.
you waiting.
How did they do?
Oh yes, excellent. We'll all be heading straight to the battlefield. Hokage! It's time at last. As we stand atop the mountainside images that have long watched over the hidden leaf, let the sight of the village be imprinted in our minds as we charge into battle to defend it.
I'll be able to see my son at last. Naruto, I haven't been able to be much of a father to you, so I'm going to try to make it up to you now. I'm bringing a big present with me.
I haven't fought a war in a long time. I'd better keep my wits about me.
Madara, I'm going to defeat you once and for all.
I know it's inappropriate, but I can't deny that I'm excited about seeing my old friend again. There's always fighting in this world. But this is going to be the last war. To battle!
That side is so amazing, man. I think it looks better in the anime, but like that's just amazing. That's why I love them being brought back to life in the war arc. Like it's so cool. It's so cool. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up to the battlefield, and that was a really fun chapter. Like I said, episode 360 and 370 of Shippuden which were pretty much recapped in both of these parts, were so much fun for me to always go back and watch. I watched them earlier and I love them. They're so amazing. I just love seeing like the diversity between the old generation meeting the new generation. Like Hashirama and Minato should have never interacted, but it's so amazing that they did. And the fact that Sasuke is a lot like Madara in a lot of ways, it's so cool. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.